Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the For the Gambia podcast. I'm your host, Pasering. Here in Raleigh, North Carolina, with some good brothers of mine from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Looking like Charlotte is turning out to be the Silicon Valley of the Gambian community here. So we're really proud of what these guys are doing. The team of Kalilu.com, they're here today to talk to us. So without taking too much time, I will just go ahead and introduce the two of the team members I have over here today. This is Alex sitting on my left, and I've got Francis over here sitting on my right. So without further ado, I'll just go ahead and let them introduce themselves, and I will go ahead and start with my brother here, Alex.
All right, Pa, first of all, before I start, I want to thank you for having us around, and I absolutely want to commend you for what you do, the great job that you're doing to bring awareness to Gambians. I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
And, I wish you all the best in what you do. So my name is Alex Mendy. I'm from Larikunda, Gambia, live in Charlotte. Just like you said, I'm here with Team Kalilu. That's me.
All right. So we'll go ahead and give it to Mr. Francis over here.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What part of Gambia you're from.
Yes, sir.
And just some of the little details that folks may need to know about you.
Well, it's not much. My name is Francis. I was born in. I'm from Igbo Town, basically.
I'm from Igbo Town too.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God. Guys, I lived in Igbo Town almost the whole time until I moved to Europe.
Right.
I stayed in Lamin for a year, so I'm also representing Lamin a little bit. All right.
Cool.
And we're just here on behalf of Kalilu. Just here helping our brothers. Basically launch Kalilu. Hopefully it works out.
All right, great. So the folks may be hearing about Kalilu. It's been the hottest thing in town right now.
Yes.
The name is out there. It's everywhere.
Absolutely.
For the folks who may not know what Kalilu is and how Kalilu came about, what is it that you guys can tell us about, just the short history of this company,
Right.
I know you guys just launched not too long ago.
Right.
So what can you
Right.
tell us about, Kalilu and how it came about?
Right. So Kalilu came about because we figured that Gambia has some sort of a problem. And when I say problem, I don't mean anything negative, but the way we transact in Gambia, we needed to change it a little bit to support the Gambian base and also support people that are abroad, people in the diaspora. And what Kalilu is about really is it's an online platform that actually brings people in the diaspora closer to people back home. And what I mean by that is you can easily just go online and transact and do any transaction online and get it the same day. It could be even 2 hours, 3 hours in Gambia. And I'll give you an example. Your uncle need a bag of rice right now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to send him money. You can easily just go online and buy the bag of rice, and it would be delivered the same day.
Wow.
That's what Kalilu is about. It's basically here to bring people together as close as possible,
Right.
between in the diaspora and people in Gambia.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. And also, say, you come here, you work hard,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear so many stories about people sending money back home
Yes.
and not being used for what it's sent for, right?
Yes.
So I'm thinking that's how the idea came about,
Mhm.
of just hearing different people just say, oh, I did this, I sent money to build a house, I sent money to buy a bag of rice.
Yes.
They only buy half, spend the rest, and the next
Yes.
week they're asking you for another bag.
Exactly.
So that's where the idea generated from. And when they came us and told us about the idea, I was like, yes, we're gonna push this to the max, and there's no turning back, man.
Yes.
We're in.
That's all right.
We know you guys up here work hard,
Yep.
and we want your money to go to
To the right place.
to the right place and where you want it to go.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, like if we can all remember when we were young, we used to hear some of these stories,
Right.
like all these people in Europe, would send
Exactly.
their money for somebody to build a house for them or buy something for them.
Right.
And when they come back, they don't know where the money went, and those kind of things.
That's
So I
crazy,
think
but they can't handle that. You walk out your life just to
Exactly.
come home to nothing.
and it is still happening to this day.
Right.
You know, but I think with what Khalil is doing right now, it will probably put an end to it. You know, so I am really excited about it.
Right.
You know,
Right. Absolutely. And that's our goal. Our goal is not to really bring differences between families here and families there. The goal is to make sure that people that are in the diaspora, people that are outside and willing to help people back home, they can easily help without having any headaches or without having any hiccups when doing it. And that's what Khalil is really all about.
So before we go any further, you know, this is just my personal testimonial to Khalil. I have used the service.
Wow.
I actually used the service today. I did not get any help from any of these guys or anything like that. You know, I used it. I actually used it on my phone.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
I placed my order today at 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:07 to be exact.
Okay.
That's when I placed my order. I got my confirmation right away. Like right after I hit submit, I got a confirmation email right away.
There you go.
After that, my brother called me like 3 seconds after that. You know, they have just called him that they're going to be making a delivery. And my brother was not going to be at home at that time. So he actually told my sister that if these guys come, just go ahead and take whatever.
The delivery.
Yes.
Okay.
So 2 hours later, at 12:07, that's when I got the text from my sister that it has been delivered. But the nice thing about it was what my sister had to say about you guys. Just the professionalism that you guys showed. I mean, the guy who came, just the way he was dressed, just the way he was talking, you know, and just how efficient the whole process was.
Right.
Being that her name was not on the order, it was my brother's name, but my brother had to leave, so she has to be the one who has to sign for it.
Right.
She actually signed for it. There's a paper to sign, the receipt,
Yes.
and she has to show her ID that it is her.
Yes.
And she just couldn't stop talking about it.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, 2 hours delivery. I'm a big fan of Amazon, but Amazon has never done a 2-hour delivery for me.
Yes.
And we are talking about thousands of miles away.
Yes.
So, I mean, it was just flawless, man, honestly.
And not always thousands of miles away. We are talking about Africa. We are talking about in Gambia, where there's nothing to that nature in Gambia at all.
Yes.
A same-day delivery, people delivering all the way to your doorstep. I've never seen that in Gambia. And this is the first time we're experiencing this. And I can tell you that every single delivery that we make in Gambia has always been the same-day delivery.
Yes.
And we travel all the way to your house. It doesn't matter how bad your road looks like. It doesn't matter how the conditions looks.
Right.
We travel all the way. We find a way, and we will communicate with you every single step of the way, all the way to where we do the delivery.
Wow.
And that's the convenience of Khalil. That's what Khalil wants to assure our customers, that you just do your order, and everything else will be at your house within a second, within a minute.
Wow.
Any time your order go through, you don't even have to worry about calling your family to find out if the order is there.
Yeah.
It will be there right then. And I'll give you an example. I was one of the guys that actually went to Gambia to be part of the Tubaski experience.
I heard you guys had big thing.
It was the best experience I've ever had in Gambia, just because of the fact that I go to a house and see how happy this family is with a surprise, because most of the orders that we have are surprises. Right? The family had no clue.
Oh, so the folks here bought it without telling
the family.
I did the same thing. I bought all my stuff for my family. I didn't tell anyone.
So once we get the delivery, we get an email. We call the family and say, hey, we have a present. We have something coming in from your family in the U.S. or from your family in the UK, wherever it may be.
Right.
And we do the arrangement of when you're going to be there. And as soon as we step into the house and they see the ram, they see the rice, they see the onion,
oil,
that wow factory in their face, it was just amazing. So again, back to my experience. I went to this gentleman in DC ordered a ram.
Right.
And then the order went through. We got the order, and then about 4 or 5 hours later, he ordered another one. So he called us and said, "Hey, can you put the first RAM on hold and wait until the other one comes in?
Right. Right.
You do it all at the same time
Right.
instead of you going in and then come back and do it again."
Right. That makes sense.
So by the time he called in,
You
we actually told him it was already delivered.
Wow.
The RAM was delivered within 5 hours of the first order that came in.
Man.
So the convenience of it is first class. I can assure anyone that does their order or is going to do an order today that you order your stuff.
Right.
By the time you call your family,
Yes.
your product will be delivered.
already there.
Well, I can be like, just like I said, you know, I am an example of that, you know, and I just want people to know that, you know, that I did not get any help from anybody. I did the whole process on my own.
There you go.
You know, so I just think that, you know, just that by itself, man, I mean, it's unprecedented. We have never seen anything like that in the Gambia, man.
And also, like, if I just add a little bit in, the customer service. Right. Like, we strive on customer service. That's our number one goal.
Yes.
It's the customer service. Because you come here, you learn differently than when you're back home.
Right.
When it comes to the vendors, when you come to everybody else,
Yes.
customer service is different.
Yes.
We still have a long way to go in
Yes, yes.
Gambia. So when we're here, our goal is to make sure every interaction, we show that you could be treated better. You could be treated a different way. You could be treated. We're not just taking your money and just going away. I never go back and say, "Hey, how did you like our service?" Or "Hey, if you need anything else, just come. You know, just ask us."
Right.
You know, and I think that's one thing that's Khalil offers that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
A lot of people can sell anything. It just, you know, it's a lot of people who are selling Rams.
Right.
But do they have the same customer service? Do they have the same Do they have the same thing that we offer? You know?
Yes.
And just one thing that I saw, because this past Tobaski, we've heard a lot of stories of Rams costing 20,000, Rams costing. Somebody even told me, I don't know how true this is. Somebody even told me there was a Ram that cost $80,000. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. Maybe it's a Ram wrapped in diamonds and gold.
Yes.
You know.
So
But you guys, you know, stuck to the traditional prices.
Yes. Yes. So, and I'll tell you that $80,000 is. I've actually heard something that was greater than $8,000.
Seriously.
In Gambia, they had this radio show that goes on in the morning, and there was a $100,000 price tag on the ground.
Wow.
That went on for almost a week. People talking about it.
Oh my God.
Who's gonna buy it? Why would you buy it? And all that. But to your point, yes, there's the price. We all live in Gambia. We know how the price inflates and go down anytime that you want to. There's no control when it comes to price.
That's the problem.
One of Khalil's biggest goal is to make sure we control that. And what I mean is, it doesn't matter whether it's 6 weeks before Tobaski or Christmas, or it's a day before Tobaski or Christmas.
Right.
Our prices stay the same if it doesn't go low.
That's very important.
It stays exactly the same. This Tobaski, we had our prices online, and 2 days before Tobaski, you go to Abuko, you go to other places, they are jacking up their prices.
Yes.
Our prices stayed exactly the same. Nothing changed at all throughout the whole entire period of Tobaski.
Right.
You know, the rice, the onions, everything stays the same.
If it doesn't go down, it won't go up.
Right.
That's for sure.
And my personal experience, I went to the market to buy a bag of onions.
Yes.
A week before Tobaski.
Yes.
It was $525.
Wow.
3 days after, I went to the same shop to buy the same bag of onions, the same brand, the same size. It went from $575 to $1,125.
Oh my goodness.
Within 3 days, they actually jacked the price up
100%.
100%.
Wow.
So that's what Khalid doesn't like. I mean, we Gambians, we deserve better.
Yeah.
You know, and Khalid is actually there to make sure that the prices are being regulated properly, and the Gambians deserve what they actually supposed to get. It doesn't have to be during Tobaski that you have to go and spend extra $200.
Right.
You know, those are the kind of fish that we Gambians should get the right prices and make sure that we celebrate our fish correctly. but not what Gambians do now. And Khalilu's goal is to make sure that we regulate that in Gambia.
Well,
Yes.
And this is why we need the help of Gambians,
yes,
especially the ones that are here who
Yes.
provide for people back home.
yes,
So the price is regulated, it's
Yes.
better for you. The
That's
less you
right.
have to spend, the less you have to send.
that's right.
So, in years to come,
Yes,
I truly believe that we will be able to regulate the market and bring prices down.
well, I hope so.
Because everything we're trying to have everything that's available that people need in the Gambia. We will also try to provide that with way lower than what the people usually sell it for.
Right.
Especially when it comes to Tobaski and
Right.
and the whole night Christmas
Right.
times. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like all these big feasts
right.
that happen.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because
So-
that's when, most of these sellers, that's when they jack up their prices.
Right. And most of the people are not even from Gambia. Most of the
Exactly.
sellers are not from Gambia.
Exactly.
So they would care less.
Right.
And the money's not staying in Gambia, so it's going out anyway.
That's right.
So we want Gambians, we want to also encourage Gambians to actually get into that type of business.
That's right.
So that Khalilu will be their platform,
Yes,
where they could be able to compete with the big guy.
that's right.
But with Khalilu, nobody knows if you're the big guy or the little guy.
That's right.
You're just selling your product on Khalilu. So everything comes to your customer service
Right.
and the goods that you will deliver,
Yes.
that you are providing. You see what I'm saying? So we're giving everybody opportunity.
Yes.
Which means the more opportunities, the more
Yes.
clear the middle class.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
you're either poor or you're rich right now.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what we have.
So we have to have the median,
Yes.
and that's where Khalilu comes in.
Right.
We would like to go more into it, but that's another.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
We need a middle class. We definitely need
Oh,
we need more Gambians getting into something that can actually help Gambians and let the money stay in Gambia.
Exactly.
And we don't have that right now.
I mean, there's a lot of money flowing out of
Yes.
Gambia.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Whether it's retail, what you guys are doing, whether it's healthcare,
Yes.
whether it's sports, whatever, man. Like you see, with our healthcare, people are sick, they'll fly them here.
Right.
They'll fly them to Senegal.
Right.
So
Exactly.
all these other countries are
Exactly.
benefiting from it.
Right.
And what you guys are doing, is actually bringing business to the Gambia.
It is. It is.
So
It is.
And this is why we need Gambians.
Right.
Exactly.
And just to kind of piggyback from what he said about the pricing, our prices on Khalilu.com is the same price that you're going to find in the black market.
yes.
Yes.
We are not making any profit from the products that we are selling.
Right.
If you're going to buy a bag of rice for $1,200
Yes.
in the market,
Yes.
you're going to buy $1,200 in Khalilu.
Yes.
We're not getting any extra money from that or anything.
Right. And that's why I said it's very important for people to know that we are not there to disrupt pricing in Gambia.
Right.
We are there to make sure that the Gambian get what they deserve in Gambia when it comes to pricing.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Just to add to that, with this product that I was telling you today that I bought today,
Yes.
my brother actually asked me how much are they selling it on the website. I told him, he's like, well, that is the same price that we're
There
selling
you
it
go.
here.
There you go. Exactly.
So
Exactly. Because we go out every single day to find out how much they are selling our prices. And we do the adjustment based on what the price looks like in Gambia.
right.
And eventually, our goal is to make sure that we actually regulate that in a sense. Sugari may send bag of onions in Gambia.
Wow.
And the people outside know the same price in Kujende. That would not give you any worries of going on the website to buy it
Yes.
because it's the same actual price.
Exactly.
Why would I want to spend an extra $5 for you in a house?
For ship.
Yes.
I mean, for
Ship.
send anyway.
You know,
And all they have
It's
to
more than $5. It's more like $10.
Trying to make it nice, right?
Yeah.
Spend that extra money
Right.
to send money to someone to
When
go
you
buy
buy it.
when the price is exactly the same.
Yes.
I mean, and just like what he was saying about the customer service.
Exactly.
I mean, we all want to be treated special.
Yes. Yes.
My folks back home today, they couldn't believe that somebody has to bring them something to the house. I mean, they were like, that is really nice that we get
Yes.
somebody bring something to the house. So I think, that is like
Yes.
really, really important.
Yes. I cannot tell you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but I cannot tell you how many families I went to and they said, no, we'll come and get it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's what it used to.
When we
That's what it
say,
used to, right?
when we say no, we actually bring it all the way to your house. And the response I normally get is no loading correct.
It's too good to be true.
It's too good to be true.
I know.
And it doesn't happen in Gambia.
Wow.
But we assure people that it doesn't matter nakala supplies names. We won't be nakala men or
Mhm.
roads, how bad the roads are.
Mhm.
We will take your products all the way to your house.
Wow.
You don't need to hire a taxi.
Right.
You got most of them spend all that money put them you deliver less of gas or when you just
Right.
You don't need to do all of that. All those extra expenses you don't
Right.
need to do. If we take it doesn't matter how far it is, as far as it's within the Greater Banjul area,
Right.
we will take it all the way to your house, regardless of what it is.
And one thing that I realized was that it doesn't really matter what you buy, how cheap it is, they will still bring
Still
it.
do.
You know,
Yes.
like we have over here, you know, in Amazon, you have to buy something more than 35 for it, you know,
Right,
to
right. To the
but right, but I bought something really cheap over there, and I'm pretty sure the gas that they use
Exactly.
to drive all the way to the house was
Yes.
even more than what I spent.
To spend. That's
But
right.
they brought it,
Yes.
you know, and I think that is
what it is.
yeah,
Absolutely. It doesn't matter how much you buy. It doesn't matter how much you spend on Kalilu.
Right.
There's no price tag on how much you're going to spend for us to do a delivery.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how small it is. As long as you can log in and process your transaction,
Right.
we will deliver all the way to your house. Pricing or the amount that you spend doesn't matter with Kalilu at all.
wow, man, I am so super excited about this, and I hope
Not
the
at all.
folks that are watching this are excited about it also.
Yes.
But I'm sure a lot of folks will be asking, okay, what is Kalilu? Where does the name Kalilu come from?
That's interesting.
Right.
That's interesting. So one of our partners, his middle name is Kalilu.
Oh, okay.
We figure it's just a very attractive name. It's
And it's kind of unique too.
it's a very unique.
No, it's very African. And that's
It's-
what we
it's-
want.
Right, because we're gonna use Francis, so we're gonna use Alex.
There you go.
Very
There you
African.
go.
So we want
There you go.
Africans,
Yes.
African representing
African,
African bands.
exactly.
That's what we go
Yeah,
with.
That's right.
So yes, the
You know?
name came from him.
Yes.
That's his middle name.
And it's a July name. It was like, it's a
You
beautiful
enjoyed
name.
it.
I can see that and he said no, it's actually a fuller name.
No.
Right.
No way.
When you say Kalilu, everybody knows that it's a Gambian name.
Right,
That is what's important.
Yes,
It is representing Gambia.
What
It is representing
Yes.
Gambia.
Right.
It's a Gambian-owned business. It's a Gambian operations. Everything is within the Gambia. And to your point, the name actually represents that pretty well.
Well, great.
Yeah. And
So,
this is why this is why I can't see why Gambians can help this go forward.
Right.
Right.
You know,
Right.
everything about us is for Gambia.
That's
There's
right.
Nothing
That's
that-
right.
That's like that's hidden,
Yeah.
like hidden agenda that
Right.
we have. That
Mhm.
everything we do is for Gambia
It's for
and for
Gambia,
Gambian
yes.
people.
Right.
So with the more support, the easier it will be for Gambians.
Right.
We left out one thing. Let's say like the price gouging thing,
Mhm.
right? So let's say there's like how to regulate the market.
Mhm.
We're talking about that.
Mhm.
So if you're selling if you have a shop and you're selling a bag of onions,
Yes.
and this guy has a bag of shop selling a bag of onions,
Mhm.
so you guys have the same price.
Yes.
So one day when I decide that, but when I go why you small price,
Yes.
what if for 300 instead of 500?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
So guess what? When people go to the website, what they're gonna see? They're gonna buy from you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So if I talk that's
right.
If I talk when maybe even lower,
That's
or
right.
the same.
Competition is good.
Right.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's how you reduce the price of the market.
Right.
Not any other way, government or anything
Right,
can
yes.
provide.
Right.
That's the type of stuff you want, the competition.
Right.
Right.
And that's why we're always going around Gambia just looking for and negotiating with people who have products, who are selling the
Right.
products. Just negotiating the prices down
Right.
to where it would be cheaper.
Right.
So
Right.
basically that's what
Okay.
yeah.
So one thing that I want to ask, and I'm sure most people are curious about it, it's not like Kalilu has this big warehouse where everything is. It's not like that.
We have an Amazon warehouse
Right.
Charlotte somewhere,
Yeah.
you know?
So what? And actually, somebody even asked me a few days ago. I was talking to them about it, and they were asking whether the products on the website actually come from America.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't think so.
That's a
But
fast delivery, bro.
right, but I will ask the guys, and they will tell us,
No.
how do they get these products?
Right.
Like how does the process go?
Right.
Without getting too deep into it.
Right.
Right.
So that's a very valid question. It's a very good
Very
question.
yes.
One thing I can tell you is Kalilu has several goals, and we're not here just to be in business and move away. We're here for, just like you said, we're here for Gambians.
Yes.
And one of our other goals really are to create entrepreneurship in Gambia, in the sense that if, let's say, for example, your brother has a shop
Yes.
in Serekunda, right? He wants to open another shop, but this is going to be an online shop. So he has his physical shop,
Yes.
Right.
and he has his online shop in Kalilu,
Yes.
right? So once he links up with Kalilu, right?
Right.
People can buy his stuff from
His
Kalilu.
products.
Oh,
His
okay.
products from Kalilu.
Right. Right.
And then he either does the delivery or do a pickup,
People
or
come
however
pick it up.
it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we want to create. We want to give the young people in Gambia that wants to do business and they don't have the outlet to sell it outside,
Yes.
globally.
Yes.
Right.
But you can see their products online.
Right.
Right.
So that's what we do. No, we don't have a White House.
No.
I can tell you that. We don't have a White House.
Okay.
But we're there to help people grow their business. And that's how we link up Kalilu, to make sure that people in Gambia are having that extra outlet to make sure that they sell their products international. By just going through Kalilu and do their shop, and that vendor will do the delivery and you'll get your product.
So in other words, you guys are working with the vendors there,
Yes.
and they will put their products on Kalilu.
On Kalilu.com.
And then if anybody buys there, they will be notified.
Exactly.
And then
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
like,
exactly
that's-
what we're trying to create.
Yeah, that's pretty much like the eBay kind of thing, Amazon kind of thing.
Yes.
You know,
Go
so-
right now,
yeah.
you put your stuff on eBay. Somebody
Exactly.
buy it, and you just go ship it. It's
Yes.
the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's about time that we have something like that too.
That's what we're trying to create,
Right.
and we can't emphasize just what he's been talking about the whole time. We're there for Gambians.
Right.
That's what Kalilu is really all about. It is there to help Gambians here to make sure they do a transaction the simplest way, the most secure way, and instantly,
Right.
without having any hiccups at all. And people in the Gambian base, they can actually be able to open their shop somewhere else, and people in the U.S., people in Canada, anywhere you are, you can easily buy their products without going all the way to the Gambia to buy it from them. That's what we're trying to create.
Oh, okay. So one thing that is important is security,
Oh, yeah.
because in this age that we live right now is the technology age. Everything is done through the computer. Most transactions are done on the computer right now.
Right.
And somebody like me, I am very concerned. I love my money.
Yes.
I don't want my money to be in the wrong hands.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I've gone through your site. I've seen that it's a secure site. It's a HTTPS.
There you go.
All the certificates are right.
Right.
Like, what can you tell us about, like how can you assure me that my information is secure, with Kalilu.com?
Of course, I think it was a lot of investment that went into it. We didn't just get up and say, "Oh, let's create a website."
Right.
And just the first thing that came up was how to secure it.
Yes.
Right.
But that's very important.
Right.
One hiccup, if one person gets their information stolen,
Right.
that could ruin the whole business.
Yes.
Because those words get around very fast.
Yes.
The negative one, unfortunately, that's how it goes.
Right.
But that's what it is.
Right.
So our main goal was to make sure that our website is just as secure as, let's say, the way you do your Bank of America transactions.
Yes.
The way you go to the store, the same security they have, Kalilu has.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of investment that went in it, and we made sure that none of your information is saved in Kalilu to where somebody can actually hack it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Nobody can hack your credit card
Right.
through Kalilu.
Right.
Because we're not saying it's not saved through us.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
so it doesn't get any more.
That's good.
Exactly.
That's
so
good.
so you don't have to worry about as far as like your credit cards, your information being stolen. If anybody can hack Kalilu, they are very. You must be the FBI or the government came through and hacked it, man. But
Wow.
Yes.
no other person, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good that you mentioned that,
Yes.
you know, you guys do not save people's banking information.
Yes.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Yes.
because we've seen, you know, a lot of these hackings happen. You know, we just saw Equifax, you know, hacked.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know, we've
Yeah.
seen Target hacked before.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
most of these major stores have been hacked, and people's informations, especially banking informations, were
Right.
compromised.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
I think it's really good
Right.
that, you know, you guys have taken this
Absolutely.
route.
And in most e-commerce businesses, or at least some of them, when you go in and type in your credit card,
Mm-hmm.
you log out and go back and type it. If you type that first digit, it will drop down your credit
Yes.
card.
Yeah.
Kalilu doesn't have
The autofill.
that.
The autofill. There you
Right.
go.
Yeah.
We make sure that
Make sure.
any information that has to do with your banking is not stored in Kalilu. It's not saved in Kalilu at all. You punch in today, when you come back, you punch it in again. There's nothing that is saved there apart from your name, because that's what you're going to use to
Right,
do your
right.
orders.
And that's how you save your
to-
receipts and
and
all
to
kind of
make
stuff.
to
so.
make the transaction a lot easier when you come back and do your transaction again. But when it comes to banking, Kalilu doesn't save anything at all in our database.
Okay,
Nothing at
so
all.
now, not a lot of us are computer savvy. So I want you to walk me through. If I want to buy something on Kalilu right now,
Yes.
I type Kalilu.com.
Mhm.
What do I do next? I want you to walk me through the whole
Okay.
process.
Okay. So yes. So you used it today the first time.
Yes, I did.
And it took you
I mean, just few
minutes.
few
Right.
minutes.
Few
You know,
minutes.
right.
So
But that's me.
Right.
My mom may try to use it. My mom is not that good with computers. You know,
Right.
so.
So I can tell you that experience isn't that
Yes.
far from
Yes.
your experience,
Okay.
because Kalilu is very user friendly.
Yes.
It's you basically just log in.
Mhm.
It will ask you to create create an account.
Yes.
Right. You register yourself on your account.
Mhm.
You log in. It gives you the whole entire the front page of it.
And
The main page.
let's just be very clear. The account does not include your banking information.
No.
It's just your personal
No.
information
I'm
only.
glad you mentioned
Okay.
that. It is just your personal information, and
Right.
that's about it. Because we want to make sure that when you go back and have an experience, you don't have to do everything over again.
Yes.
You know, your basic information is actually there. All you do is just go in and shop. You know, you don't have to go back and register, because
Yes.
we would when you do your order, we will need the receiver's name and phone number, something like that, to
Yes.
call them to make sure
Yes.
that we do the delivery.
Yes.
So those are the kind of things that we want to make sure that when you go back in, you don't have to type all of that again,
Okay.
right? But when you log in, you see the Kalilu front page,
Mhm.
and then it will ask you to select what you want to do, the
Yes.
shopping.
Mhm.
You select that, it's shopping, you browse it, and it gives you the shopping page.
Mhm.
On the shopping page, you have the livestock
Yes.
right now, which is the rams, and
Mhm.
more will come.
Mhm.
And then you have the food service section.
Yes.
That's where the rice, the onions, the oils, and all that
Mhm.
is. You pick what you want. If you want to go and do the food service,
Mhm.
you click that. It will bring you all that, everything that you need. You see the picture that you want. If you want to see more information about that product, you click it. It gives you the weight. It gives you the price.
Mhm.
It gives you where it's from,
Mhm.
what kind of rice it is, or what
Mhm.
kind of oil it is. You just add it to your cart.
Mhm.
You go to your cart.
Mhm.
Check out.
You check out. Bam.
Wow.
You get a
Transaction.
confirmation email.
Yes.
You get your confirmation email, and the delivery is done. The delivery is done.
I'm sure my mom can do that. Yeah.
I
Most
told you,
definitely.
it is as simple as you log in for the first time and
Right.
do the
Ever,
transaction.
computer, yeah.
Yeah, but like now, the folks in Gambia, can they use Kalilu to buy stuff in Gambia? You know, what does it take for them to be able to use Kalilu? Is it that, you know, if you have a Visa credit card, you know, MasterCard, you know, that it doesn't matter where you are, you can use it?
Right. Well, yes, and that was one of the goals that we had to be able to use it worldwide.
Yes.
Right.
So if you have a credit card of some sort,
Mhm.
it doesn't matter what it is, Visa, MasterCard, IMAX,
Mm-hmm.
you name it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's a debit card or credit card,
Mhm.
you can buy anything from anywhere.
Yes.
From Kalilu. Wow. So if you're in Gambia and you just wanted to buy something to be delivered to your house,
Mm-hmm.
buy it around. And while you're in Gambia, and it will be delivered to wherever you want it.
Yes. Yes.
That's just how it works. If you're in Canada and you want,
Right.
so it doesn't matter where you are. As long as you're in Gambia and you have a credit card, you can buy anything. You can buy anything from Khalil.
Yes.
And you would
Right. So there's and exactly that's the point. There's no restriction on where you are to be able to transact. So let's say, for example, you decide to go for holidays, right? And you live in Bilkama and you wanted to shop something, but you don't want to leave Bilkama and travel all the way to Lamia or travel
to buy it.
to go buy it.
Right.
You can easily just log in and buy it there. You get it delivered.
Wow.
Yep.
It's the same process. So to his point, as long as you have a debit card and you can easily log online and do a transaction, you can do it anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you are, Gambia, Senegal, China,
Right.
America, England, wherever you are, as long as you can access the internet, you can easily go online and buy it, and you'll get a confirmation instant.
Wow.
Delivery is instant as well.
Man, this is
Yes.
like, I'm sure there must be somebody out there, being skeptical about all of this because it is something new.
Yes.
People don't know this.
Yes.
And the way it sounds, somebody may be sitting out there and be like, this is like these guys are just up to something else.
Right. Yes.
Like, what will you tell to those skeptics,
Yes.
who are sitting out there and just like kind of doubting everything that we are talking about here?
Yes. Well,
Well,
I can tell them one thing because it's I understand once it's a new business, people don't really know it much. So you're gonna have skeptics around. You're gonna have people that are doubting the service, right? We did a lot of deliveries during Tobaski, right? We did a lot of transactions during Tobaski. We have offices in Gambia, in the US, in UK, in Sweden, and in Spain. If you have any questions, you can call those guys and we will tell them. If you want to visit our offices, you can call those numbers and we'll take you all the way to the offices.
the numbers are on the website.
The numbers are on the website, yes. They will take you all the way to the offices. If you're in Gambia, the office is in Lamien, right next to Abu Nature Reserve.
Good.
Our office here is in Charlotte.
Yes.
You can call the number if you want to visit. You can come and visit.
The Gambian Silicon Valley, Charlotte, North Carolina.
There you go.
And move on down.
That's
you
right.
guys are covered.
DC and Atlanta, you guys have nothing on us.
You guys are in trouble. That's what happened.
Yeah, just let them do the parties and all of that.
Exactly.
We here, we do the innovation.
Yes.
It's the place to be.
Exactly.
I can tell you that. It's the place to be. But yeah, it is everything that we do. It's actual and it's real. And like I said, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can even shoot us an email. It's on the website as well. When you log on to Kalilu.com. If you want to give us a call, I can give you guys the phone numbers right now. In Banjul, you can call us at 752-8699. And in the US, I wish I had the number with me. We actually made the flyer for Gambia, but we have an office number in the US as well. But if you go online, all those numbers are actually online. You can find it there and give us a call. You can even do it through Viber or through WhatsApp if you are outside of the country, and you will reach us anytime and talk to us.
And the US number is 720-937-5901.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Exactly. That's the number. And anytime, any day that you have any questions, you can give us a
Doesn't
call.
matter what time of the day,
And
time of the night.
we'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, actually, during Tobaski, there was a lot of people who were skeptical.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of Gambians were skeptical. And they didn't think
I
it
mean,
was
it's
true.
something new.
Right.
Folks, may be kind of skeptical with something new, and it's a radical change.
Right.
We've never seen this before.
So they actually wanted to make sure that it was real. And we actually had to go there. My man right here, they would call him and say, show us where the Rams are.
Yes.
Or show us your offices.
So they have to
And
see
they
it.
have to come and then we have to take them all the way to where the stuff is.
Wow.
And then they call the people and say,
Yes.
oh, yes, this is real.
This is real.
So go ahead and,
Yes.
so that's just, that's the nature,
Right.
but that's the way it's a start.
Yes.
Eventually, you take care of a few people, word get around, and that's how you start to believe. But we wouldn't build big offices. We made
Right.
With spending that kind of investment
Right.
in a building just to be some
Right.
just to be something fake.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yes,
Yes.
it's a lot of investment going
Yeah.
on.
And he's absolutely right. I had several calls in Gambia, people telling me that, hey, my brother just called me and said you guys are selling rams online. We want to see the rams.
Right.
And I'll be glad to show you anytime of the night. You tell me when you want to come,
Right.
and I'll take you exactly to the place and show you what we have.
Yes.
I had this young lady that ordered something, but the number she actually put online wasn't right.
What number? Phone number or
The receiver's number.
the receiver's number?
Right. So we tried to contact the receiver and we were not successful. So I went on and sent the young lady an email and said, hey, we've been trying to call your sister, but I think the number that you gave us, it's not right. She didn't see the email on time. So she called in the US and said, well, she thinks that this is a scam because she hasn't seen any delivery yet.
Oh.
And mind you, this is the same day that she ordered the product because she knows that we do same day delivery.
Right.
So she didn't see anything within that same day. Now she started worrying about her products. So we ended up giving the lady my Gambian number. And she called me from wherever she was.
Right.
And we started talking, and all of a sudden, I knew exactly where this young lady lives. And I personally assured her that I would be the one that's going to go and do the delivery.
Wow.
Now, if she wants a brother to come down and see the products, that is absolutely fine. But I would take the products all the way. I spoke to the family and told him that there's nothing to worry about. I'll do the delivery myself.
Wow.
And the brother decided he wanted to come. He came in, he saw the products, but still, he insisted that he was going to take the products home. But I told him that no, I wanted to do this, and I wanted to go and deliver this to the family.
Wow, that's what we do.
I took my time, took all the products ordered to the family. I delivered the products. This young lady was so happy that she called on the phone and said, Tobaski was 2 days before. It was 2 days before Tobaski, and she did not think that she was going to get any round at all. And if she was going to get it, it was going to be triple the price that she bought it for.
Right.
She almost cried on the phone.
Oh my God.
Because of the service that we gave her, because of the prices of the ram that she, the amount that she could have, she spent for the rams and all that other stuff, the rice, and she would have spent double that amount on one ram the year before that. So the lady was so satisfied with what we have, and just to show people that you can call us anytime and we will show you what we have. We will give you guidelines of where you need to go to see what we have, and let you know that this is something great that's going on in Gambia. This is something great that Gambians have never seen before, and we are there to make sure that Gambians in the diaspora are able to support their families in Gambia, and the families in Gambia receive support that they were not getting from the diaspora.
Right.
That's what we're here for.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, like, everybody wants to be treated nice, you know. I mean, if I have to go to a restaurant right now and I know that I'm going to be treated in a very nice way,
Right.
I don't care how much the bill is. As long as I was treated nice.
My word, yes.
I mean, that's what we all want.
Service,
You know, everybody wants to be made like that you feel important.
I feel important.
You know, and that's what you guys are doing. You know, it is convenient. You know, it is easy to use. You know, delivery is fast. You know, it's secure.
It is.
I mean, what else can you ask for?
It is.
You know,
It's
so
all that you mentioned.
I mean, it's. But like right now, you know, somebody from Basse may be wondering, okay, they haven't mentioned us yet. Somebody from Masakonko is, you know, so where are you guys at right now with delivery nationwide
Throughout the Gambia.
Right.
throughout the Gambia?
Right. So we will mention Basse and Katong and other places that you just mentioned right now, because this is for Gambia. It's not for Banjul. It's not just for Banjul or just for Serekunda. It's for the whole entire nation in Gambia. And we can tell you that as a start, we are delivering within the Greater Banjul area.
Yes.
But eventually, we would actually get into Basse through having our stations in there, whether it's going to be a partner with Kalilu that's opening a warehouse there and doing their delivery there. Just like we talked about trying to create jobs for the young people in Gambia, or whether it's Kalilu that's going to open a station in there to make sure that Basse people get what the Greater Banjul people are getting.
Yes.
This is for Gambia, it's not just for Greater Banjul area. But as a start, we are actually going within the Banjul area and then move the branches from there all the way to all the corners of the region.
And actually, this is where, just like I was saying, this is where the opportunities come in.
Yes.
So we haven't hit Basse and all those places
Yeah.
because of the, well, we can't really reach there right now. We just started.
Right.
But if you're looking at us right now and you say, I think I can do that. Like just a regular person saying, I think I can connect you Kalilu, from here to the Basse people.
Right.
Right? We will partner with you and make sure that, and there will be an opportunity of actually having a business.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where the opportunities come in, and that's where you create work, jobs for basically Gambian people, and that's how you create the middle class.
Right.
And there you go. Because we haven't reached that yet, so you can sit at home and figure out a way. How can I partner with them to be able to reach Basse and all these places that they're not going?
That's right.
So eventually we will get there.
Right.
We will partner with different. Our main goal is basically to partner with every single business in Gambia.
Right.
So whatever it is you have to sell, we want it. Like, so we can help you promote your whatever you have in your shop through Kalilu.
Right.
Wow.
So if you have some Maggi, some Jimbo, whatever it is you sell in your store, put it online with a great price, and also with the customer service again.
Yes.
If we get feedback, let's say we partner with you, and we get feedback that the members are not getting great customer service, we will have to have a conversation with you as to how you can improve your service.
Right.
Because we can't, because you still, you put in Kalilu's reputation on the line. Because we strive on excellence, we strive on customer service and make sure every individual is taken care of individually. We show you 100% of our attention. If we buy something, we make sure that you're taken care of 100% before we move on to the next one.
That's right.
So if you're not providing the service, then we might have to look somewhere else.
That's right.
So we have to force you to actually provide great customer service for people of Gambia.
Right.
This is going to be revolutionary, man. Because I mean, good customer service is not something that's well known back home. You know. So you know what you guys are doing. I mean, it's just amazing. But one thing that we've been talking about is mostly food stuff and RAM and those kind of stuff. But you guys do have plans to venture into other things. Not because when you go to the website right now, that's all you see. Just the food stuff and the livestock. So what other plans do you guys have for other products? And those kind of things.
So you're absolutely right. Right now we only have the food service and livestock, and coming in the next month. In October, you'll be able to buy cash power for your family in Ghana.
For electricity?
For electricity.
Wow.
You basically log in, you buy a $10 cash power. Your family gets a text of the code.
Yes.
They go in and activate it. That simple. Because let me ask you a question. It's 12 a.m. at night time.
Yes.
Right? Your family doesn't have electricity.
Yes.
They're out of cash power.
Yes.
At this instant, what do? You can't do anything.
No, there's not a whole lot I can do.
You have to wait until
they open up.
Until they open up.
Yeah.
And that's if they open up on time the next day. Right? If it is Sunday, you might not even have a shop in Gambia.
Exactly.
Now with Kalilu, it's 24/7.
Wow.
You actually just log in, you buy it, they get a code, they put the code in, you get electricity.
Man.
It is that simple.
Less than 5 minutes.
Right? Another example, so let's say you were talking to a family member that's back home right now, and all of a sudden the phone went off. You cannot call her from here because she doesn't have any credit.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's 12 12 p.m.,
Right.
12 a.m. at night.
Yeah, all the shops are closed.
All the shops are closed.
Yeah.
Right? You can't buy credit. You have to wait until tomorrow. Now, if it is an important conversation that you guys were talking about that might save something, you have to wait 12 hours to start that conversation, to finish that conversation.
And we've all have that.
We've
We've
all
all
had
been
that.
talking to family members. All of a sudden,
Yes.
it's off, and
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
With Kalilu, you basically just go online, you buy the credit, they instantly get the credit,
Yep.
and you continue your phone call.
wow.
It's that simple. So we have our cash rock coming up very soon. We have the phone credits coming up very soon, and we have money transfer that you can receive from any trust bank in Ghana.
Wow.
Any trust bank at all. And I can guarantee you that we are going to have the lowest fees here.
Very important.
That I can guarantee you.
Very important.
Because again, we are here for the Gambians. We want to make sure that what we come here to hustle for, the money is actually being invested in the right place.
Right.
So we want to make sure that Gambians get the benefit of what they actually working for, and invested in the right place. So sometime in October, look for the cash power, look for the self-and credit, and look for the money transfer. And moving forward, we would have the hospital, where if your family member, God forbid, gets sick, you don't have to
send money.
You don't have to send money. And I'll give you the same scenario again. It's Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
You get a call saying, well, God forbid, your brother needs to be admitted to the hospital.
Yes.
Right? Saturday night, they're waiting for you to send money.
Yes.
You send it on Sunday. You maybe have a chance to send it on Sunday here. Right? They are not going to receive it on Sunday because all the shops are closed on Sunday.
Yes.
When are they going to receive it? On Monday.
Monday, yes.
By the time they receive it on Monday and on to the hospital, it's 2-3 days after.
And we're talking about emergency.
We're talking about emergency, right?
Wow.
At some point with Kalilu, all you do is you take that person to the hospital, you admit that person. The patient get a patient number, and they get a bill. The hospital is going to enter that in our database. And we, as soon as all of that is entered, you actually log in. You see the patient because you get a patient number. You log in and you put all of that. You see the bill, you pay it. They treat him, they discharge him the same single day, without waiting for the whole weekend.
Wow.
To go through. So down the road, and this is I'm talking about in the next few months, all of that is going to happen. The school, the LG products, you buy your stuff, they instantly they get it delivered.
The houses.
So a whole lot of great stuff coming up in Khalil.
And
this is just a start.
Right. Like one of our biggest needs down here for us staying here is housing. Us, buying land, and start building, we need building products and those kind of things, you have to send money to somebody, and we've heard the story.
Yes.
Yes.
So are you guys going to be venturing into that, in terms of, building materials, and those kind of stuff? Because you are building a house right now. Whoever's taking care of it is always telling you that, the roads are finished.
Yes.
There's no cement.
Yes.
So now you will have that choice of buying it and them going to pick it up instead of sending that guy the money and you don't know what he or she is doing with it.
Instead of 3.
Exactly.
Yes, and not only that, you don't know what type of broad or what type of
the quality.
The quality they're going to buy, the style that they're going to buy. You basically give them money and say, "Hey, go buy tile and put it in my house."
Yeah.
So you got to get
So
half.
he actually gets there and decide what kind of tile he wants to buy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, at some point with Kalilu, you would get all the options that you need.
Wow.
You would actually walk in there, like you walk inside a shop, select what you want, you pay for it, they deliver it, and you get it fixed.
Right.
So you can basically build your whole house while you're
here.
So you can buy how many bags of cement you want. So you buy 50 bags of cement.
Right.
You can buy all the rods you want. You can choose the color of the tiles you want for the house. Sometimes you tell them, I want this tile.
Yeah.
They say, oh, no, this is not going to be good. Let us put this one, we'll put this one here. No, you get to choose what color of tiles you want on the floor.
Man.
And on what design, nobody chooses but you. So you could choose all the way to the corrugated, to the roof, however you want the roof.
Right.
So I mean, it doesn't get any more simpler than that.
Yeah.
You know, and you know exactly where your money is going.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean that's.
I think that's the best part of Kalilu.
I think it is.
You basically control your entire transaction.
Right.
Exactly.
You know how much the price is. You know where it's going. You know, everything that you're going to transact or do a transaction on.
Right.
You have absolute control over.
Right.
Without having any issues at all. I think that's the beauty of Kalilu, having that control to do your transactions without having people outside to help you with it.
Right. So you've talked about some of the stuff you guys have coming up in the next couple of months or so. But now I want you guys to kind of touch a little bit on the long-term, prospects of this company. You know, like we've seen a lot of Gambian companies that will start with a lot of promise, and before you know it, you don't hear them again. But what you guys are doing, I don't think you guys are that kind of company. And I really like that about you guys because I'm a big fan of seeing stuff happening in the Gambia and for the longest time. Because if you go to Gambia right now and look for a company that's 30 years old, it's very hard to find.
Absolutely.
We have companies here in the United States that are 200 years old.
A lot of them.
Exactly. So I think that that longevity. I think is something that will really help a lot. And I would just like you to kind of touch a little bit about that and how you guys will go about that.
Yes. So we are here to stay in Gambia.
Great.
We did not invest this much time, this much energy to go for 5, 10, 15 years.
Yes.
There's no end to helping people.
Yes.
Every single day, doesn't matter how long it is, people are going to need help. And for us, Kalilu, that's where we come and play part. So I can actually tell you right now that it's not just going to stop in Gambia.
Oh, good.
We want to walk within Africa and do the best we can to support and help Africa in general. So if we're thinking short term, then we would just stay in Gambia. And that's it.
Yes.
And Gambia is not a big market.
Gambia is not a big market, right? It's not a big market. So I can promise every single one of our customers, our base, that this is not a short term plan that we have. Because if we are ready to help the youths in Gambia to grow, it's not something that's going to stop. It's just going to have to keep moving.
Right.
So it's not going to. There's no chance, absolutely zero chance of Kalilu
not being around
here
30 years.
for sure.
And if I may add into that, I think you mentioned companies as far as longevity and the whole line, they don't last. I mean, we see that they don't last, but there's no innovation. They don't go. They stay the same even if the times are changing.
Exactly.
And so with Kalilu, we always working to see what the people need.
That's right.
So there's no stop. There's basically no stopping because the new generation comes in.
Right.
We will see what the new generation is into and try to change whatever we have to change towards that.
That's R&D. Research and development.
There you go.
That's what you guys are doing.
Because you have to tap into that market.
That's right.
This other market is going to get old eventually. That's just fact. It's just real life. So if you don't tap into the market, you're going to die. The company is going to die out with whatever generation you are at.
That's right.
So with Kalilu, I don't think that would happen, especially with the way we're going. Even just our marketing, the way we do our marketing is totally different from a whole lot of companies.
That's right.
We've done it. We've done a lot. We've done a lot of research before we even started Kalilu. So I think innovation has a lot to do as to why companies in Gambia don't last as long.
That's right.
And we're here to actually change the way we do business in Gambia. So which means we're innovating with the crowd. But we got the baby boomers who are coming.
That's right. That's right.
You know, they're more into the technology
That's
phase.
right.
You know, so everybody's got a cell phone. Everybody's trying to hit the internet.
That's right.
So eventually you can just go online and do a lot of stuff, and that's the way the world is going. Unfortunately, but
well, we stay in the technology age.
right, exactly.
You know?
So as long as we stay with innovating with as far as with the generations, I think we'll be here for the long run.
I would really love to see that, man. You know, I would definitely love to see that. I mean, you guys are just like a new breed, you know, new breed of Gambians. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty sure that, you know, everybody's watching this, be like, man, how come I didn't think about that? You know?
Yes.
So, you know, but I think you guys have, like, taken it to another level. You know, I am really proud of what you guys are doing, and I'm a big fan of it because I've used it.
Awesome.
It has worked for me.
Awesome.
It is flawless. I mean, I have never used any Gambian company before and put my money in it. This is the first time I have used it, and that's because I have confidence in you guys. You know, I know that you guys have put a lot of work in this. You know, so that gave me that confidence, and I think that everybody should be able to, you know, get that confidence also to be able to, you know, help not just you, but help their folks back home.
Right.
You know, make it easy.
Right.
You know.
Yep. And you know, just kind of throw it back to your point that if anyone has any doubts, you were here. You've tried.
I have. On my phone, though. On my phone.
There you go.
Is that easy?
Yeah, on your phone.
Is that easy?
There you go. You can reach out, and it will tell you that it's actually the best thing that had ever happened in Gambia. We've got great people that used it before. Pasamajo. He was amazed with how the process actually went.
Wow.
And how the team went to the family and did the delivery, and the family called him and said, "Hey, what a surprise!
Yes.
I didn't even know this was coming for Tabaski."
And you know, Pasamajo, he's a mungu when it comes to when it comes to technology. So if he can use it, anybody can use it. He's a big mungu.
So you know, there's a lot of testimony around that people can tell you about what we do. If you have any questions, any doubts, reach out to people, and they will tell you that this is the best thing that you would ever have when it comes to doing transactions in Gambia, without a doubt. A lot of great messages from our customers during the Tabaski, how they made their family happy through Kalilu. And like I said, we're here to make sure that the bridge that families here have between the diaspora and the Gambia is closer and closer.
That's right.
As close as possible.
I mean, the world is getting closer anyway.
It is. And whatever we can do to reconnect the Gambians in the diaspora and back home, that would be something that we'd be very proud of. And that's our absolute goal, to connect people in the diaspora and people in the Gambia.
Definitely. The sites that, you know, most people usually go are the social media sites. Are you guys on social media?
Yes, we are on Facebook.
Right.
We'll be on Snapchat soon, hopefully, and Instagram. But we're definitely on Facebook, so you can check us out, Kalilu.com.
Yes.
As you can see the spelling on the background with the R in there. Most people try to kind of spell it wrong, K-A-L, but it's K-A-R.
K-A-R-L-I-L-U.
Right. So
and we are in Instagram too. It is Kalilu.com, like Kalilu.com.
Oh, you don't have to
We'll
spell
it out. Yeah,
Kalilu.com.
Yes, we are in Instagram and on Facebook, and we'll be on Snapchat very soon.
Yes.
Wow.
We are.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
So we basically just asking every Gambian, just give us a try. Even if it's just one transaction, just try it out and just see how it works.
Yes.
If you have any doubts, if you have any thoughts, saying, you know, just buy the smallest thing.
Right.
Yes.
That's all we're asking for. Just try us out and just see how it works. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you know, but at least give us a chance to show you what we have.
That's right.
Yes.
And that's all we're asking for.
Yes.
Right.
And I can tell you that there's not going to be if you don't like it, because you are going to like it.
Yes.
I can promise you that whatever transaction that you do on Kalilu.com, you'll be amazed I think one thing I'm only going to ask is tell us about your experience. We would love to hear from you about your experience, because that's what's going to make us better and better tomorrow, to make sure that we serve you the right way. So anything that you have, we will take any kind of feedback that you have. Give us a call, shoot us an email, visit us on Facebook, and give us your feedback, because we want to make sure that we give you the best service, not the best service possible in Gambia, but the best service possible anywhere. So that's our goal. So give us a try and let us know what you think. And
we actually want you to log on yourself and put the feedback on there. Because we don't want to post your feedback for you.
Right.
Because then people will say, "Oh, you guys just made this feedback," and who's saying you're not making it up personally, right?
Yes.
Right. If you could just log in and go to our website and just put your testament there.
Yes.
So that people can know at least it's you who's putting it on there, not us just writing the message for you.
Yeah.
I think that would be, people will see that, they'll actually start to gain us some confidence. And hopefully try us too. And
that's great.
Yes.
So before we wrap up, small ID. So mu ne wax tuuti rek ci suñ local language yi.
Put me on the spot.
Put all of it. Whichever one, but just for the folks back home,
So smasara ne. So ñun suñ company bi Kalilu la tudda, pare ñun dañ ñëw fii pour dimbale suñu mbokk yu nekk biir America or biir England la or biir China la foo mu di nekk si bitim réew, nga dimbale sa mbokk yi nekk biir Gambia. And lu Kalilu indi mooy basically loo bugga def biir America or loo bugga jënd biir Gambia, mu nga dem si suñu website bi kalilu.com nga jëndee ko foofu. Sa mbokk yi biir Gambia dinañ ko jot the same day, te duñ am benn issue pour ñëw jël si ko biir Gambia. ñun ñoo ko jëlee from fu bagage bi nekk ba sa bunti kër, amuloo benn problème pour xalaat ndax dama war a jëli moto pour dem drive pour dem jëli ji ko, or dama war a sonal suma bokkay pour ñu dem jëli ji ko. Kalilu ñooy def yëpp. Yow dugal si website bi rek kalilu.com nga jënd looy jënd, whether cash power bi la buy ñëw si next month, whether cell phone credit bi la, whether saaku maala bi la pour sa oncle. ñun ñu bari fii dañ am suñ monthly duties yu ñu bëgg a def si moom bi suñ mbokk yu nekk si Gambia ñu bëgg la naa dimbale pour jënd leen saaku maala wala diwlin wala li ñoom, te dañ di war a yónnee xaalis pour def ñu toog fii ñu bëgg a yónnee xaalis ñu spend extra $5, $10, $15 pour fii bi, loolu yëpp jaratu ko. Yow dugal rek nga dem jënda, sa mbokk yi jox ko the same day. Yéen sa mu ngaa surprise guy. Niiduloo pour koo gaa ne leen maa ngi naa jëndal bagage, yow jëndal luy jënd rek. Kalilu jot ko ñu dem deliver ko ñu ne ko ne sa mbokk bi moo la ko indil. Loolu rek barke bu rëy la. Sa famille lu naa mun a ñaanal si loolu bari na. So lu ma ñaan rek mooy nu mu bon dugaleen rek ngeen try ko. Soo leen amee any jafe-jafe pour try ko, mun ngeen ñëw call, mun ngeen a dugg suñu website bi ngeen email ñu, ñun dinañ leen wax nooy def pour nga mun a jekkali sa transaction bi online. dañ ñëw fii pour des fi, dañ ñëw fii pour dimbale suñu mbokk ay Gambia, dañ ñëw fii pour make sure ne ñun ñu nekk ñoo xam ne ñu ngi bitim réew te mënuñoo dimbale seen mbokk ay biir Gambia, amuñ the right yoon pour dimbale seen mbokk ay biir Gambia, mun nañoo use Kalilu pour dimbale gaay. Loolu mooy suñu taxawaay fu mu nekk nii, te bëgg nañu make sure ne ñu def ko si yoon bu jub, make sure ne benn jafe-jafe du am from the time boy started a transaction to the time bu sa mbokk yi di ko receive. Fu naa maa ngi doon wax ak yow bu yàgg nga explain ma ne yaa ngi def a transaction tey si suba.
Waaw.
ñaata hours la jël?
2 hours exactly.
2 hours ñaari waxtu rek la jël from the time bu mu ko order ba the time bu ko family bi di jot biir Gambia 2 hours. Business yu nekk bitim réew yëpp amul benn business bu dee def loolu fii nga jënd sa bagage bu di 2 hours nga jot ko. unless mu nekk Pizza Hut delivery or mu nekk restaurant delivery but du nekk benn merchandise delivery boo xam ne danga ko jënda most company yoo xam ne ñu ngi biti réew dañ la dem next day delivery la moom it is nothing I've never heard of as such of a same day delivery. If it does di nga spend xaalis bu sakan mu la jot the same day delivery waaye ñun suñ fii looy fay pour delivery sax benn moto biir Gambie du toog benn daf laa charge xaalis bu yomb boobu pour delivery benn moto biir Gambie benn taxi driver biir Gambie dina toog du toog ne daf laa jaay charge xaalis boobu pour delivery di nga spend more than loo war a spend pour dem deliver ko so lu ma ñaan rek mooy dugal ngeen try ko jox leen ñu seen feedback wala leen ñu loo leen foog si affaire website bi su dee bëgg ngeen ko wax leen ñu naka la te naa leen promise ne soo leen fa duggee doo leen toog bi ne bëgg ngeen ko loolu si man la jógee promise boobu si man la jógee so
that's the Kalilu guarantee right there.
Yes, absolute guarantee. You would not have any issues when you walk in and shop in Kalilu.
Like, so lu mu ne wax tamit yan products ngeen am pour offer leen.
Right.
ak yi nga xam ne tamit ñoo war a ñëw.
Right. So léegi fu nekk ni lu ñu am mooy ñu ngi jóge si Tabaski bi ñu ngi am ba tey ñu ngi am yi xaar foofu sa mbokk boo xam ne mu ngi am génte mu ngi am any xew boo xam ne fa bëgg a rey xaar mun naa dem sëy mun naa dem online mu jënda xaar foofu mun naa dem online mu jënda saako maalo bi li ñoom bi diwlin bi ak yooyu yëpp comme ni ma ko waxee woon su fekkee ne am nga sa mbokk yoo xam ne dañ leen di yónnee bagage weer bu dee bu nekk nii du loo pour yónnee leen xaalis bi wàcc mun ngaa dem online rek nga jënd bagage yi ñu yóbbu ko gaay bi foofu waaye si weer buy ñëw si nii muy octobre di nga mën a jënd cash power pour sa mbokk yi nii daatuloo pour xaar ba Monday si suba pour gaay dem si bitig bi dem jëndi cash power di nga mën a jëndal gaay cash power and then instantly gaay dinañ jot code bi ñu dem dugal seen mita bi ñu dugal loolu gaay am electricity cell phone credit bi tamit so su fekkee ne yaa ngi waxtaan sa mbokk yi tey Saturday la 12 o'clock biir Gambia amul benn bitig buy jaay cell phone credit 12 o'clock si guddi so su fekkoon ne waxtaan bu am solo la sax foog nga xaar bi next day bi ngeen mën a waxtaane ko because doo mën a jënd credit with Kalilu dangaa jënd credit bi rek sa famille bi jot text ne jënd nañ la credit bi nii loo pour dugal anything si cell phone bi dañoo jot text rek ne yokkal nañ la credit yow nga téyaat sa phone ngeen call ngeen waxtaan ngeen continuer seen waxtaan bi lu ñoo def nii yëpp gisaangu ko Gambie te dinaa leen promise leen ne ñun suñ taxawaay mooy pour dimbale mbokk yu nekk biir bitim réew ak mbokk yu nekk Gambie ñu mun a get close as possible ñu mun a dimbale mooy ñu jokkalante bu baax jokkalante bu baax because ñun loolu mooy suñu liggéey gis nañ famille yu bari yoo xam ne ñu ngi bitim réew du ñoo waxtaane seen family because na leen a moo xew rek gaa amaatuñ trust bi
that's right
so ñun Kalilu loolu mooy suñu taxawaay dañ ñëw pour bëgg a build that relationship mu get mu close as possible so but si kanam ak kanam balaa at bi jeex wala su at bi just 2018 su just commencé dinañ am hospital bi tamit soo amee sa mbokk mu feebar ñaanuma ko yàlla soo waree woo sa gaay bitim réew dina jël days balaa nga jot xaalis bi te su nekkee ne weekend la nag most bureau de change si biir Gambie du ñoo ubbi Sunday so foog nga xaar ba Monday pour nga jot xaalis bi Monday soo ko jotee nga mun a daw si hospital bi ñaanuma ko yàlla emergency la right so again si kanam tuuti Kalilu dina indi loo xam ne sa mbokk su feebaree rek da nga ko yóbbu si hospital bi moom mu dem admit si hospital bi dina am patient number am yow nga jël patient number bi nga jox ko sa mbokk mu nekk bitim réew sa mbokk boobu log online mu gis patient bi gis bill bi gis ban time lañ ko admit medication suñ soxla yëpp mu fekk ko foofu rek gaa ñu faj ko ñu discard ko mu dem the same day bu moo dem admité nga fekk ko the same day nañ ko treat the same day ñu discard ko the same day so loolu yëpp si kanam ak kanam la Kalilu ñëwul fi pour pour benn ñaar ñetti at. Kalilu dafa ñëw fii pour taxaw fii i at si kanam. Because pour dimbale nit amul fu moo jéega.
That's right.
dafa continuer.
That's right.
So ñun loolu lañ bëgg a def dañ bëgg a ñëw make sure ne ñoo dimbale dina continuer. ñëw pour dimbale tey rek ñu MC foofu.
Francis.
So
mu ne
man de sama small of you man rek. But almost well, lu ma si yoga moom wax na yëpp.
Yeah.
So everything right.
So visit lañu online. Try lañu lu mu di nekk. Just give us a try. Like I said, if you have any feedbacks, give us a call. Shoot us an email.
Right.
Check online on Facebook. If you want to hear from people, from customers that have done this, and you want their feedback, or do you want them to tell you what the process looks like, give them a call. One of them is right here.
Right.
Like I said, Coach Pasamba Joe is one of them. I have a lot of names that if you call me and ask me, I can directly tell you to reach out to them, and they'll tell you how the process actually went through.
Right.
And I cannot overemphasize this, that this is my promise to you, that you are going to like Kalilu.com as soon as you get in and do your transaction, period. Because there's nothing like that in Gambia. The service is exceptional.
Right.
The products that we have, it's the same product that you're going to get in Gambia with the same price. Prices are never going to go up. You'll be able to help your family for their monthly gift that you normally give them.
Right.
You will be able to support your family anyhow that you want to support them, and it's very, very secure. It's very instant, and you are gonna like it. You are gonna like Kalilu.com when you go in. So
Right.
give us a try.
That is called the Kalilu Guarantee right
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Francis, you wanna have your last word? What is it that you wanna say?
He's pretty much said everything. I really don't have much. I just want to say thank you for giving us your platform to help us promote Kalilu. Because without people like you and others, we wouldn't be where we are right now, with awareness and the whole nine.
Right.
So basically, just thank you, and basically thank you for taking your time out to listen to our story and where we want to go in the future. And hopefully we'll build the Gambia together with Kalilu.com.
Right.
100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Yes.
All right?
Yeah, it goes again. This is what For the Gambia podcast is here for. For guys like you,
Awesome.
I mean, promoting what we have, this is what we're here for, and you guys are just right in the neck of our woods, right here, you guys are just in Charlotte, I've heard about you guys, but I don't know you were doing big things like this in Charlotte.
Right.
I would have to move to Charlotte, man. So
We've got a room for you.
Exactly.
So,
is there any last word that you want to throw to the folks?
No, I think I said it all. I probably just want to echo what he said. People like you are why Gambia is moving forward because of what you guys are doing, because of the messages that you guys are sending. I can't tell you how proud I am for what you're doing. I can't tell you how excited it is to see people like you doing such a thing for people in Gambia. Once again, I know you're gonna move on with this and do a lot of good things around. All the best with what you do, and my greatest appreciation in the support that you're giving.
No
us.
problem. I'm gonna knock on your doors again, man. And I know Kalilu is gonna get bigger and bigger.
Absolutely.
So when you guys get big, when I come in, don't throw me away. Okay?
Absolutely not.
All right.
So you're a brother, man.
Exactly.
Don't throw brothers away.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right.
We fight today, but tomorrow we get together.
That's
We're
right.
brothers.
That's what it is, man.
So,
that's the name right there, Kalilu.com.
Yes,
everybody go and try it out. I've tried it myself. It works like a charm.
Yep.
So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up over here with my man over here, Alex.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, man. This is a guy that I've known for Lord knows how long, man.
I know.
I mean, it's been a long time.
Went way back.
Way back.
All right,
Francis, man, it was a pleasure having you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
I really, really appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, so till next time, We'll just wrap it up here then.
Yes.
All
Thank you.
right. Bye bye.
Awesome, man.
Whew, man.
You
guys
are the
killed us,
man.
You guys killed it.
You are the
You
man.
killed it. You killed it, man.
You are the man.
Man,
Easy.
This is awesome, man.
you guys